All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert. 3 down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the 50, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Where's the tap? 19. Watch that in. Everyone got 4 down. Hey, 31.
Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Wide, get wide. 36. Hey, Ridley. Check it back.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Hunter Henry brings it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
I got him. 15. 55. Alpha. I'm going to lose one. Quick the edge. Come. Check 37. Check. Yellow. Tight dog. Yellow. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They still playing scene 6. Y'all playing wrong football.
Mike 5'9".
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the Steelers' 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the 1.
Steelers, nothing.
Fight on these two. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check three. Kill. Check. Crunch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Corey Grant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make
14. Steelers nothing.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls. Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Check 31. Watch twins. Watch twins. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Motion, motion. I got one.
Now a give, right side. Grant. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Watson. Ebron with it over the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw, Watson being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
4 down, check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And going deep for... This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Attack. 55 much, Harley. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's checking. Crash. He's coming. Double it.
On 1st down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
55, Mike, got 55. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
He's got it at the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 66 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now here's Mahomes, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Whip. Watch the whip. Under 10. Under 10. 10. At 25.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, fellas.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Hey, 43, 15.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hold down these two.
Tighten up.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Rush in.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. It's just me and you.
Easy.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. 49. Check 49.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now it got his man complete. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
15.
Go. Mike's 59. Cut.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On second down, it's Grant pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go, go, go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Safe.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, 43. Let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Watson will get this out to Barkley, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
3 down. Check 26, check 26. Shift. 9.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Sunday.
Shit. Check safety. Hey, switch gears.
15.
Watch out.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Single.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You got 3 down. Shift. Jimmy. 4.
On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Watson. Robinson's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Pass incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
There we go on 4th. Watson flushed out right. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Grant. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I got one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah,
but